Hey YouTube, what's up? In JT Sasuke. I'm here to bring you my late review for The Legend of Korra, Season 4, Episode 2. Now, jumping right into this one, the title alone is a reference to The Last Airbender. It's called Korra alone, which is a reference to the last Airbender episode of Season 2, Episode 7, if I remember correctly, called Zuko Alone. And both episodes are basically the characters going off on their own trying to find themselves, and they're trying to find their own different paths while running away from the person that they used to be. But the story for Korra differs in that she's actually trying to find something within herself. She's not as much like running away from herself, but she's trying to find something within herself, and she ends up constantly seeing herself in the avatar state when she fought Zahir, and she's haunted by that. But we get into the episode and we see the aftermath of her fight. She's in the bathroom. She's trying to heal herself. She leaves after a guy knocks on the door saying that he has an emergency. She almost gets hit by a car, and then she starts fighting the manifestation. And that's when she gets, um, yeah, she starts fighting the manifestation. That's when she kind of like gets beat, I guess you could say. And she yells at her to get away from her. Everybody starts wondering if she's okay. She walks away and meets a spirit, and this spirit basically leads her into the jungle. Now, while we're getting all of this, we see what happened during the 3 years. And long story short, it was basically just Korra going through a healing process. She tried to heal on her by her own for a while and just have her face and cope, but she couldn't really do that. So she went to Katara, and Katara helped her physically, but Katara told her that no matter how physically fit you are, if you're not mentally fit, if you're not mentally okay, you're not going to be okay. And that's exactly what happened. She ended up not being okay mentally, which means that she was being brought down physically. As shown when she was fighting the firebenders in a sparring match, and she was doing good defensively, but she was doing good offensively, but as soon as she went on the defensive, she seemed to hear, and she just got whooped on. Now, after that, she decided to go off on her own and find herself after 2 years. So she told her parents that she wanted to go to Republic City by herself. She actually did end up going to Republic City, but she seen herself and that scared her for some reason. So she turned around and went the other way. And she cut her hair to cut, ties with her old self, and went embarked on a journey to find her new self. And that's when she ended up in the Earth Kingdom fighting in that arena because she seen herself down there, and she entered the match, and she wasn't fighting against the lady that she was fighting against, but she was more or less taking it as she was fighting against herself, and she lost against herself. So I like how they kind of tied that up, and then we go back to the beginning of the episode, which is her in the bathroom, the guy having an emergency, her leaving the bathroom and get hit by a car, fighting herself. The spirit finds her, takes her. The spirit sees her too, but after the spirit, makes it go away, takes her into the forest. And that's when she realizes that it's the same spirit that she's seen in the Tree of Time. There was a spirit in the Tree of Time. She went to the Tree of Time on her adventure, and there's a lot of spirits that crowded around her, and they asked her if they could help her, and she was like no. So he ended up helping her anyways, and he was just like, okay. So she was like, hey, you're the spirit from the Tree of Time. She was like, yeah, but if you knew that, would you have followed me? She was like, you got a point. And she was like, why'd you bring me here? I was like, well, I didn't bring you here to find a what, but a who. She ends up getting into an altercation with her manifestation of herself in an avatar state. And she ends up losing and falling, and she gets knocked out. And when she comes back to, she's in a cave with an old lady. And guess who the old lady is? Toph. Toph has the same kind of speech. She's just the same, just older. So that is my review. The episode was really good. I liked it. I can't wait for the next episode. I will actually be reviewing everything on time this week. I went home for a little bit, but Thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you guys next time.